Whoops. You know what? I forgot to bring my green screen up, so we're not going to do a camera today. We're just going to jump on into the game, guys, or the talking part. All right, so everybody, we're back with more Resident Evil Director's Cut. In fact, I got to turn that thing off too. We had played through. You know what? Give me a second, guys. I'm going to get that back on. Give me 1 second. Takes all of 2 seconds. Oh my goodness gracious. What is that? Come on. Come on. Almost there. Is this? Trying to figure out which side this is. Okay. Oh man. Okay. Anyways, there's gonna be a little bit of a spot there. I don't know why this is. Okay. I guess I just didn't have it pressed against the wall too much. So yeah, we're back playing more Resident Evil Director's Cut. Can you go sit down somewhere, please? I don't want you to destroy my microphone again, like you did last time. Okay, you're a good girl. I need you to go lay down and eat your food. Okay. If you're gonna jump up, I'm taking the headphones off because last time you got your paw caught. Come here. Come here. Okay, good. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Good girl. Good girl. Okay, now go lay down. Go lay down. Paw. Good girl. And I'll give you all the huggies you want. I'll give you all the huggies you want afterwards, okay? Go lay down. Lay down. Come on, lay down. Right there. Oh, shoot, your brother's in your bed. Go lay down over there. Teach. Over. Fine. Sit there. Be good, though. Okay, so last time we were playing this, we left off at the guardhouse, I think it was. Or no. We hadn't even gotten to the guardhouse yet. But we left off right before that. So that's where we are going to go. I know why this is messing up. That's why. I had the camera on the wrong side. All right. Come on. Almost. Almost. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and jump back into it. I think I had the game saved right before that. You know, it's funny. I got everything good until I started and I turned on the camera. I was like, oh crap, green screen's not up. I'm always afraid that thing's gonna fall on me. What's up, Moto? You are number one. Hey, I figured out what the number one in the little ranking system is. There's a whole leaderboard thing that YouTube added. And I was like, huh, okay. That's new. Oh no, you know what? No, I saved it on memory card too because I was out of room on this one. How you doing though today? How's everything going? You once again entered the world of survival horror. Okay. Good luck. Dot dot dot. All right. So I think we have all the. Yes, no, not all of them. All but one. All but one crest to get me out of the mansion for right now. And once we're out of the mansion, we got to go to the guardhouse, which is going to be an even more of a problem. What am I doing? What the hell am I doing? Wrong direction. Oh, buddy. Oops. I'm gonna need Reese's Pieces falling over the floor and the dog's getting to him. I went to the wrong door. I'm thinking Resident Evil 2 for some reason, which we're gonna get to that one soon. Not too bad. I'm doing good, man. I got Ghosts of Yotai today. That was actually installing right before the stream, so I got that going. I'm probably gonna play that over the weekend. That and I got Mario Galaxy Remastered too. So I gotta see about when I'm gonna play that. I'm not worrying about. I'm not fighting these dogs because they cause a lot of problems trying to get through this. All right. I keep wanting to hit the circle button to open the menu, but I know that is Resident Evil 2, 3, Code Veronica. They all have that button that opens the menu. This is the only one that didn't have that. They did not have that option. You press start. And a lot of people get confused in my Resident Evil 2 unlimited ammo video. And if you're wondering how to hit the get into the options menu, you press select, you hit left on the controller, and that's how you do it on the PS4 and PS5. Because the touchpad acts as your start and your select button. I didn't have that option, or I did not add that into the original video when I made it because I made the video in 2020 and Resident Evil 2 and 3 were not on. Actually, PS5 wasn't even a thing yet when I made that video. So it was a thing, we just didn't know about it yet, and it had not released yet. So that old video is going off of the PS3 version of this and the PS1 version. Basically, every version that uses the old style of PlayStation controller. You know that howling sound effect is the same one that's used in Castlevania when you kill the ward monster. It makes that same noise. We got enough to get 2 of the red and greens. And then I'm going to grab that last green. And I'm going to combine it with a blue because we're coming up to... We're coming up to the guardhouse. We're coming up to the guardhouse, which has blue herbs at the beginning. Blurbs, as I call them. Which, you didn't know... Oh, you didn't know about the PS5 thing? Yeah. I mean, the cool thing, though, is... I think a lot of people they don't notice this.
This is Brad. Stars Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
Oh, the house. Yeah.
This is Brad.
I noticed it because I played Castlevania Symphony of the Night after this, and I was like, that's the same wolf howl sound from Resident Evil, but it's probably stock footage or stock audio they have somewhere. And so, I lost my train of thought. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, shoot, they're freaking hell. They're right there. Damn it all. Well, hold on. Oh, freaking crap. I'm pretty sure there's some in the guardhouse too. Dang it. I might be thinking a remake. Honestly. So we're in spooky season, guys, but you know, here at the Geek Corner, it's spooky season every week, every day. In fact, I'm thinking about playing because I recorded the first 3 Legacy of Kain games, so Blood Omen, Soul Reaver 2. I recorded those late last year, early this year, and I'm thinking about I want to play Blood Omen 2, and I want to play Defiance, Legacy of Kain Defiance, but I might stream those because those are games that I am not familiar with, and when I was trying to play through Blood Omen and both Soul Reaver games, I had to use a guide, and I had to pause the game like every so often to see where the heck I was even supposed to go. So it makes it annoying to edit. Not so much in Blood Omen because I was able to pause the video at certain moments, but in like Soul Reaver 1, that happened. I had to like pause the game itself, figure out where the hell I was supposed to go, and then go back to recording. But if I do like Blood Omen 2 and Defiance, it's gonna be after Soul Reaver, after the other 3 have already been uploaded. So I'm currently working on editing Blood Omen right now, but that likely will not go live until January. Shit, I'm just wasting ammo at this point. This is what I was looking for, right here. Blue herbs. You know, there was supposed to be a Legacy of Kain game on PS4. I think it was like supposed to be a launch title, and they canceled it. Like right before, either right before or a year before, but it was supposed to come out on the PS4 around that time, and they canceled it. And I think we didn't find out about that until years later. That happened. You know what we're gonna do? Let's go ahead and pick up one. Pick up one of these, take it back to the guardhouse, be on my merry way. Sorry, doggos. Yeah, see, those are the ones you were talking about right there. So some videos I've seen in the past where they talk about this, they said, okay, you got to move this statue to this, or no, it's the remake. They're like, yeah, move the statue to this point and then move it again to this point and then move it again to that point. No, move it to one friggin' spot and leave it there. Because there's, in the remake, there's a hole right here where I'm standing and there's a hole in the middle there. I set it up where the boxes are so that I can just go through that way, you know? Oh, also, I don't know what's going on with my Code Veronica on this, but it says it's not installed on my my PS5, and I was like, yeah, it's installed. But it says connect USB external, and I was like, crap. I said the external, it's probably deleted. So what I'm gonna have to do is probably delete it off. I don't know. I'll have to figure out where it is, where it's hiding. Okay, so we're gonna switch with you, and we're gonna switch with you. We're gonna put you back up here, and we are going to actually hit the right button so I can do this. We're going to go get those 2 blue herbs, and I'm ready to come back in here and drop those 2 things off because I don't need all that health. Don't need it. Wrong way. Jill. Yeah, it does suck. It does suck. It sucks. It does suck they canceled it. There's a lot of games. Prey 2 got canceled. I remember when that got announced in like 2011. I think it was. Or 2010. I don't remember, but it looked really awesome. And then they canceled it. Bethesda came in, took over, canceled it. They kept saying, "Oh, it's good. It's coming. It's gonna come out." You know, yada yada yada. Never did, and they never gave it to us. We got a reboot, which I was excited for, and then I was like, this isn't the same. Doesn't have the same feel as the original Prey from 2006. That game was fun. That game was fun as hell. It was one of my first 360 games. You know what I can do? What I can do is put that back inside the box. We're going to leave this up here because I know I'm going to have to probably come back and get it. But when I leave, I'm going to try to remember to get that blue herb that I left back there. And then the other 2 green herbs that I left front. Or we came in here. And then we'll combine those. And make a blue and 2 green herb mixture. I don't remember if I need to go in here for anything. I know in the remake you have to go in here for something, but I don't remember if you have to in the original. Oop. Oop. I do. Ammo. Kablamo. That damn spider away from me. Yeah, this is supposed to be a puzzle to help you get through. Oh, there's the second one. To help you get through one of the rooms. If you want to make the V-Jolt, but I never do. I never make the V-Jolt. I did it once. I'm like, this is annoying. I'm not doing it again. I don't remember which one I'm supposed to do first. Obviously, I can't go through that one. 003? Like 007? I don't think you do. I think as long as you save Richard, you don't have to make it. Because I played this about a year ago, and I don't remember having to make it as Chris. It really just depends. We'll see what happens when I get around to that playthrough. But I try not to make it if I don't have to. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, shoot, that's 3 of them. You know what? I'm gonna Google that and find out because I can't remember. I'm not asking about the Resident Evil remaster, stinking game. According to Google, it says no, but that's AI answering for me. Yeah, they are very generous with their herbs. Shh. Who's growling? Is it you? Which key is this? 002. I think that's the room right here. How are you gonna get stuck on a wall? You know, it says dormitory key. One time I was in, when I was in college, I actually locked my key. I was going to take a shower and I locked my key in my dorm room. And I had to climb through the damn window to get back in there and unlock my door from the inside. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Not fun. And it happened to so many people. And I was like, man, it's never gonna happen to me. Or at least I hope it didn't happen to me. And sure enough, it did. Boom goes the zombie head. Yeah, that was not fun. And I made sure never to ever do that again. I also happened to live on the first floor when that happened, so I was able to get back in easily. Had I been on the second floor, it wouldn't have been as easy. Plant 42 report. 4 days have passed since the accident, and the plant at point 42 is point. The plant at point 40. Oh, I guess what was I call 42 is growing amazingly fast. It has been affected by the T virus differently than other plants have been, and it shows unique shape in addition to its size. Looking at the way it behaves, it is now difficult to determine what kind of plant it was originally. It's a weed, that's what it was. No, that was the other one. There are 2 ways in which yeah, it is a good teacher. It's like, yeah, you don't want to do that again. There are 2 ways in which Plant 42 gathers nutrition. The first one is through its root that reaches into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and broke the water tank in the basement. You son of a bitch. That's what we got. Y'all find out in a minute why it's a bad idea to break the freaking water tank in there. Now the basement is filled with water. It's easily imaginable that some chemical elements were blended in with the water and promotes incredibly fast growth of Plant 42. Another part of Plant 42 from the basement grows through the duct and hangs down like so many bulbs from the ceiling of the first floor. They're talking about when you actually fight Plant 42. Many of the vines come out of those bulbs, and they are the second resource for its nutrition. Once sensing movement, Plant 42 shoots its vines around the prey and holds it. Then it starts sucking up blood using the suckers located at the back of its vine. So like a real plant when you prick your finger on it. Okay, makes sense. It also has some intelligence. It blocks the door by twining its vines around, especially when it captures prey or is sleeping. Several staff members have already fallen victims to this. May 21st, 1998, Henry Sarton. Sucks for you, Henry. I think there was another room I was supposed to go into, and I haven't done it yet. You know what? Let's do that first before I go all the way down there and realize I missed something. Actually, it might just be shotgun shells, for all I know. It's this room right here. I got enough room to pick up. Let's see what's in here first before I say, yeah, I got room to pick up crap. I already came in here, didn't I? I did not. No, the red book room is in the locked door right now behind door number 3. I haven't gotten the key for that room yet. Uh-huh. See? You see? I'm glad it kids. That's the freaking control room key. I would have gotten all the way down there and forgot the damn key, and I would have had to come all the way back up, pissed and annoyed and cranky that I had to climb up all that ladder and go all the way back over here. Excuse me, sir. Back the hell up. Oh, you too. Hold on a second. Fix that. Fix that little waste of ammo there. Boom goes the zombie head. I think in Chris's game, there's actually a... Oh, you're right. That is the red book room. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you're right. But this isn't where we use it. Sorry. I got mixed up. I knew it. I said there was a reason I was putting the grenade launcher back in the item box. Man, playing on arrange mode, it's even more insane with the zombies. Like, I was playing through that mode recently. I did a recording of it last year, and I had to use the Magnum because it gets ridiculous how fast those zombies are. And there's actually a glitch in arrange mode when you're playing this where you can get unlimited Magnum rounds where they... the spot where the little tiger statue is, you get unlimited Magnum rounds if you keep going back in the room. I have a whole little YouTube short on how to do it. But yeah, zombies in this one were much more ruthless. And imagine playing it without auto-aim when the game originally released. There was no auto-aim. And I played that one for like a good couple minutes, and I said, I can't do this. This is ridiculous. I don't know how people played it without the auto-aim. I found that out about a year ago, maybe. I never knew that was a thing, but I don't usually play arrange mode all that much. But it was interesting to see that was a thing. And a lot of people didn't know about the unlimited ammo cheat in Resident Evil 2. And I've gotten so many questions on that video, like if it'll affect your ranking at the end of the game, if it'll mess up your game save, if it'll do this, that, yada, yada. I've gotten so many comments about that one. And the answer is no, it won't mess up your ranking. You can still get an A rank. I have done it plenty of times. It will not mess up your game save. I know exactly what they were talking about, and I will not talk about that here. But no, it won't. Actually, one person asked me in a very rude way, and I'm like, no, man. Basically, it's like the herb glitch, except that one seems that one's a little more complicated to pull off. It's easy, but if you do it the wrong way, you got to start the freaking thing over, and as far as I know, you got to start it over and do it again. First time I did use that glitch in Code Veronica, though, I did it for unlimited explosive arrows. And I said, you know what? Unlimited herbs sounds a lot better than unlimited explosive rounds because you can keep using it over and over again. I didn't know about that glitch until, again, years later. Well, look at that. More green herbs. Gerbs. I also noticed if you go around the other direction of this, you don't get the cutscene of the sharks. Like if you go the other way instead of the way I'm going, you won't get it. As far as I know, you will not get it. Looks like a plant root. No shit. Looks like broccoli to me. Ugh. You know, I'm not 100% sure on that. I want to say yes, but it only works on the DualShock version. So not the original non-DualShock release. You know what? I think there is a Japanese version of the code and a US, and I want to say the US version of the code may work for the PAL versions as well. Again, I don't want to say 100% yes because I'm not 100% sure. I don't have those versions of the game. Y'all never got the DualShock version? I mean, so y'all only got, let me guess, you only got the version that came out in 1998, right? Because I think DualShock came out in January of 98, and then DualShock came out. Hold on, let me start that over. I think I just messed up what I was saying. The original release was in January of 1998, the regular, just non-DualShock version. And then November of 1998, I think, is when the DualShock version came out. And that's when the code came out. Because I've had so many people try and use that code. I said it clear as day. It will not work on that version. And people still try it. I've had people get mad at me for it. I'm like, I said it doesn't work. Welcome in, Claire. How you doing today? Claire wants me to play Eternal Darkness, by the way, guys. So that's going to happen too. I just got to get the GameCube from over there to over here. Miss having my GameCube. I miss my old GameCube, and I miss the Game Boy player, and I'm so mad that I sold him for a PS2 Slim and Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. But I really wanted to play God of War again, and my fat PS2 was not working. It would not play God of War without having to open the whole thing up, recalibrate the lens, start it up, cross my fingers, pray and hope it worked, and if it did, don't turn the system off until I was ready to stop playing it. Oh, so you only got the first version. Okay, yeah. I mean, you could try, but I don't think it'll work on that one. That's the only reason I got the DualShock is because of that code. Like, I was originally going to buy the regular version of the game. And I remember, hey, Sharky. Look, they got Mama Shark and 2 baby sharks. Do. And that's all I'm going to say on that. I was going to buy Resident Evil 2 back in 99 when I first played Resident Evil. I said, yeah, I'm going to play, get this game, and shoot. I really don't think I need any more herbs. I've got enough. Damn it. We're going to take one. Screw it. I was going to get Resident Evil 2 in 1999 because it came out on N64 that year. And I remember I had just gotten into the Resident Evil series in 1999. All because of Dino Crisis. I know people were probably like, hey, isn't that the other way around? No. I really wanted to play Dino Crisis. I'd always had an interest in playing Resident Evil, and I just didn't get around to it the first year that I had PlayStation because I was like playing Metal Gear Solid like freaking crazy. So I never really got around to playing Resident Evil. And I remember one day back, it was a Friday back in 1999. I was going to Blockbuster, and I said, "Oh, I'll rent Dino Crisis." Didn't have it. Like they didn't have it at all. They didn't even have it to rent. They didn't even have any copies of the game. Like they just didn't get it. They didn't get that game until probably like late in 1999 after I bought it. There was that, and I said, "Okay, well, fine. I'll rent Resident Evil 2." Didn't have it. Now, keep in mind, Resident Evil 3 was not out yet. It would come out like a couple months after this. I said, okay, fine. Hey, Shadow, what's going on? We got Shadow over on the other spectrum. He's in the WCW side of things. You guys are on the WWF side over here. So, because Moto, I don't think you've ever heard this story, so that's why I'm telling it. And so, I said, okay, well, I'll rent Resident Evil 2. They didn't have that either. I said, okay, fine. I'll rent Resident Evil 1. They didn't have that. I was like, good God. Like, it was the Friday. It was one of those times you go in and it's just slim freaking pickings on everything. And they had literally nothing. I'd already rented Metal Gear Solid to death, so I didn't want to rent that again. So I was like, okay, I've got nothing to rent here. They have literally nothing that I want. So I ended up renting Rampage World Tour, which at the time I thought was just a boring ass game. It's kind of fun. I actually own it now. And I said, okay, well, I'll just rent this. And I'm like, man, this is kind of a waste of a rental, you know? Result report. Well, hold that thought, put a pin in what I'm saying, and I will get back to that after this. VJolt report. As I stated in the last report, there are some common features found in the cells of the plant infected with Tyrant T virus. We also have found another interesting fact through some experiments. We found an element, not elephant, that destroys these plant cells rapidly in the UMB number 16. One of the series of UMB chemicals that we used for that experiment, we named it number 16 as VJolt. In our calculation, it will take less than 5 seconds to destroy plant 42 if we put the VJolt directly to the root of the problem. You need to mix some of the series chemicals in a specific order to create VJolt, but the UMB, that sounds weird if I do that. UMB series chemicals may generate a poisonous gas, which is harmful to the human body. Extreme caution should be taken when handling these chemicals. Following are the types of UMB series chemicals and their brief characteristics. Good night. UMB number 2, red, and I'm not reading all that. So yeah, okay. So, Rampage. Rented it, hated it. I was kind of bored with it. Claire says I was supposed to be streaming all the Resident Evil games before Miss got my way. I totally understand that. I was supposed to stream last week, but I was just not feeling well. My allergies were killing me all week last week. So I asked my mom the next day to take me to the video game store that was right around the corner. It was a mom and pop shop. GameStop was not a thing back then at this time. It was, but it also wasn't. And I remember I'm going back downstairs to get that green herb. And so you could say this would have been a retro store at the time because they did have older games. They had at that time the newest games they had were Dreamcast. When they finally closed sometime in 2002 or 2003, I don't really remember. Their newest games they were selling were PS2, GameCube, and Xbox. My last game I ever bought from there was Silent Hill 2. So I go to the store and I want to buy Dino Crisis. And I'm begging my mom. I said, I want the I want this game. You can take my next 3, 4, or 5 allowances and just not give me allowances for mowing the grass. They would pay me for mowing the grass, right? So no deal on that one. She wasn't buying it. She wasn't buying my, hey, you can, not pay me for the next month or so. Oh. So, anyways, I asked the guy for Dino Crisis, and she asked how much it is. He said $50, and she goes, "No, no, that's too much." Okay. So I was a little upset, and the guy tells me, "Hey, you should check out Resident Evil." Again, I wanted Resident Evil 2 after that. I was like, "Oh," she said, "No, let's try Resident Evil 2." It was still too much. It was like $40, I think, for Resident Evil 2 DualShock. And she still said, "No, that's too much money." Okay. So the guy says, "Hey, why don't you try Resident Evil Director's Cut?" That game was like either $10 or $20, I think. Keep in mind, this was 1999. Okay, the prices were more reasonable back then. And he says, you might want to play this first so that you can see how the controls are, because you might not like them, and the controls are the same in Dino Crisis. And I was like, okay, that seems fair. And he goes, plus this has a demo for Resident Evil 2, and I think I played that demo, golly, a bunch. When I got stuck in this game and I couldn't figure out where to go, I just played the demo over and over. So I ended up getting this, and I think we went to Walmart either the next day or that following Monday and put Dino Crisis on layaway, which, that was a thing back then. You put a game on hold or whatever you wanted on hold and pay for it over time. That's how I got my PS2. So, I'm playing this Saturday night and a Sunday morning. I'm like, I have no idea what the hell I'm doing. There's no map. I was so used to, crap. Hold the phone here. We need our grenade launcher. I'm stuck in the game, and I'm like, I couldn't figure out what to do. I was just running around without any kind of guide, trying to figure out what to do, where to go. And I'm used to Metal Gear Solid having a little mini map on the screen. And I was like, I don't know what this. I'm looking at this, going, this doesn't help me. Where's my character? Where am I? What am I looking at here? And over the years, I realized, it's talking about rooms. That those are the rooms. The doors are the yellow dots, right? So I said, okay, I'll put it down for a minute, and we'll figure out what to do. And the thing that got me stuck was I found all the keys. I unlocked a bunch of doors. And I think at that time, I had all the crests, but I wasn't sure what to do with them or anything. And I was looking for a helmet key. I was trying to find all the keys. I'm trying to find a helmet key, and I'm looking through this little cheat code book I have. It would give me any idea to tell me where the helmet key was. It did not. And I'm just like, well, okay. Not really sure what to do here. And I ended up printing up a guide off the internet, off of game FAQs. And I used a lot of my parents' ink to print that guide. And it actually helped me figure out where I was supposed to go. I was playing on arrange mode too, so when I finally played through regular, I don't even remember how I figured out where everything was in the regular version of Resident Evil, but somehow I found out where to go and what to do and everything. So I stopped playing arrange mode after that when I was like, oh, this is, I actually couldn't tell you. But yeah, it was fun. But it was also frustrating trying to figure out what to do with this. And yeah, when I finally did get Dino Crisis, I had a guide for it. I still have that strategy guide. It's from Expert Gamer and Tips and Tricks. It's in my my closet in a box with my other gaming guides. And yeah, I think the last time I printed a guide like that was Castlevania Symphony of the Night. And that was only because I didn't know where I was supposed to go in that game either. And I was like, I'm so confused. And once I figured out how to work the map, like, oh, you need to fill up the map to figure out, kind of help you guide where you're going. I stopped really using that guide that I printed up. Actually, I think I probably threw it away. And now I just Google. If I forget where a key item was, I'm like, okay, Google, help me out here. Where is so and so? Where is this key? Speaking of Castlevania, I do want to play through the DS games at some point on here. Try not to die for 5 minutes. That shouldn't be too bad. Shadow, by the way, don't redeem the Disney ears anymore. I don't have them. I mean, I have Mickey ears, but the ones I were using are no longer here. Yeah, and Moto, the thing is, I
What the hell
had
is
never,
this? Jill.
I didn't really play a lot of horror games. Growing up, I played like a lot of the Mario's or like I said, Metal Gear Solid and stuff like that. But I think Resident Evil was the first horror game I actually got into that actually did scare me when I first played it. Same with Silent Hill.
You saved me.
Yeah,
That was close. Thanks, Barry.
don't mention it. What a monster. I can't believe... What the hell is this place anyway?
I don't know, Barry. Okay, Shadow. I'm looking at these rewards I have in here, and I need to change some of those. Like some of them, I can't even get to. Like one of them's like show the limited run games game, and I can't even get to those because they're not in my. They're in a box downstairs. And I know some people are trying to like collect survival horror games, or they're trying to go back and play the old horror games like this, and they're finding. I mean, there's ways you can play them without having to spend, hundreds of dollars. It's just for me, I've had these games since I was a kid, so I have no reason to go the other route and do, hang out with Jack Sparrow.
Wesker.
Jill, so you're safe.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been?
Bean?
From the hall all of a sudden.
Like a black bean, a
I'm
pinto
sorry,
bean,
but
kidney
I
bean,
have my reasons. Perhaps you guys have met them?
jumping
It was all I
bean,
could do to protect myself against those
beanbag chair.
strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Get out.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up.
Not anymore. I got a
I've
key.
been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
I wonder if you wish you two good luck. We're all counting on you. Yeah, shooting spiders and wasps. And how the hell is that little old handgun gonna destroy a giant? I can understand a killer, a murder hornet, which is what we just fought. But how the hell is that thing gonna kill one of those big ass spiders? Makes no sense to me. Wesker, explain that. He probably used his laser eyes. I think he had them at this point, right? Or when he died, it awoken his demon spirit thing. Or as Dexter Morgan calls his dark passenger. I actually just finished the original series of Dexter about a week or two ago, and I started watching the new one, New Blood, which is, yeah, it's more of a filler thing. And then I'm actually going to start Resurrection probably in a couple days, which is the one I've been wanting to watch because that's more along the lines of a continuation of the original series, kind of. I don't know. I can't really say for sure. I haven't watched it, so I don't know. All right. You know what? You know what? Yeah, I just remembered. We're gonna have to hold on to that grenade launcher for just a moment. Just a moment. If you know, you know. Oh shit! I have not. I have not read the novels, but I know that each of the seasons follows one of the different books. Beep, beep, beep. No, radio.
This is Brad. I know you can't answer me, but somehow, give me a sign.
You know what game I might play for you guys is Dying Light.
This is Jill. Brad? Oh, it's broken.
And I may play through Dead Island 2 New Game Plus, or at least Dead Island 1, so I can play that for you guys. I'll die a lot because I won't have a co-op partner, but that's where the fun comes in, right? Dying over and over in these games. They do? I didn't know that. I know that Evan Saba is the voice of Brad in Resident Evil 3. I follow him he follows me on Twitter. Or I don't know if he's on Twitter anymore. He might be on the other one, Blue Sky. It's also a glitchy mess, the first one. But I played through Dead Island 2 not too long ago, and it's a fun game. And there's New Game Plus, so I can go through with all my unlocked weapons, but I'd like to play through the first one again. And I also, I've been playing Dying Light the Beast, and that game it's fun, but I keep dying because I keep getting distracted and wanting to fight all the zombies I see. And I keep getting overrun by them and killed, and I'm like, if I can just find a safe house close to my objective that I need to get to. What? Oh, piece of shit. Kiss my ass, then. I did play Riptide. I played both of them. Riptide wasn't all that fun. At least I don't remember either one of the first two Dead Island games that came out, Riptide or the first one. I remember when Dead Island 1 came out, I was working at GameStop and played out the story real quick. And we had a pretty decent turnout for the midnight release, and a lot of people bought it on PC. And the PC version had a lot of issues that were making the game basically unplayable. Apparently, these people don't know what a patch is, and they don't know how. They didn't feel like waiting. So, anyways, they brought it back, and they wanted to return their game, and it's like, man, you already used the code. We can't really return your code or your money to you because you technically already used it. That was GameStop's rule at the time. I don't know if they still do this, but that was their rule. You can't take back DLC, or you can't take refunds on DLC or PC games, because a lot of them, once you put like a certain code in or whatever, you can't do it, especially for DLC. Once you put the code in, you can't do it again. So it's like, why would you you? I don't know. We had a lot of people bringing the game back because they didn't like it, or they said it didn't have anything. It didn't look like the trailer that they showed, but they had plenty of gameplay out, and it's like, did you not see the gameplay first before you bought this? You just went off of that one trailer and said, "Yeah, let's spend money on that game." Because when I saw the gameplay before the game came out, I said, "Ooh, this game looks kind of rough." But I mean, it was still fun. But man, it definitely was not like the trailer. Just like Aliens, Colonial Marines. Damn, Randy Pitchford lied to us. He took the money from that game, put it into Borderlands 2. This is why I was holding up here for a second, because old Kermit the Frog's coming up to fight me. Yeah. Okay. You have used the mansion key. I forget what's in that room. Oh, I know what's in that room, but I'm not going there yet. Hold on. If there's ammo. God dang it, Jill! For crying out loud. Yeah, I don't... I'm telling you, man. So many people just waste their money on... I see, when I saw that, I felt a little burned. I was like, oh. Okay, I mean, I also got Dead Island for free. Because my manager at the time at GameStop didn't play games, but they gave her free games. Like, they had the managers a game every month, store managers, to play it and test it out and just talk to the customers about it. She didn't want it, so she gave it to me. I was like, well, sure, I'll take Dead Island. She also gave me Gears of War 3 for free. I was like, hell yeah, I'll take it. Gears of War 3, shit. And, yeah, so I didn't feel ripped off by it. Take that, you stupid frog monster. It's like the Hulk. Those are those hairless gorillas they were talking about in the other file that I picked up last week. Oh, look at this. We got shotgun round. This scene is iconic. How the hunter is introduced. Scary as shit too. Because when I first played it, when I first heard what the hunter was, I was again reading a guide or something, and they said, oh, when you come back to the mansion, you're gonna run into the hunters. I'm like, what the hell, hunter? What are they talking about? And when they explained what it was, I'm like, that sounds terrifying. They're like, it's this giant monster with claws, and it when you kill it, it sounds like a shrieking cat. And I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. So when I finally got to the hunters, I'm like, oh, that is not at all what I thought it was. I thought it was like a super zombie or something. The way they explained it just said claws, and they would, scratch you, mess you up by scratching the hell out of you. All right, Mr. Handgun, we're going to keep you down here for just a moment because I need the big guns here. Yeah, she was pretty cool, but also she didn't know shit, so. She did a lot of stuff that was a big no-no. What? How did I forget to grab that? Man. Well, we're keeping the grenade launcher in my inventory because more hunters and they are pissed. But I'm going back to Spencer's office because I need to get the what you call it. Oh no. So I ended up fixing my microphone last week, my little microphone stand thing. And I put some electrical tape on it, but I ordered another one, and I'm looking at the one I have here, and I'm like, uh-oh, is that going to be able to fit over the thing? I think it will. Because I'm like, oh, I'll fix it and take the old one off and put the new one on. Yeah. I'll probably do that after I'm done here. Or this weekend. Maybe I don't feel like doing it right now. All right, so what we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to probably try and go through the whole second part of the mansion. And then I think when we're getting ready to go to the... What? Where are you? Little girl. Where is she? I hear her. Oh, there you are. When we're getting ready to go to the underground, we will probably stop the stream there. Just so that I can have a third part, you know, to go through another... Because I think we still have like another hour or so of the game. Now, some of y'all were here when I played the game in one go. In one go, when they first released this, I did the whole... Or did I? I'm trying to remember. I think I did the whole game back then. I did that Claire and Shadow. I know that's when y'all popped in. That was like 2022. And I tried to do it with the Resident Evil remake, and that game's so much longer that I'm like, I can't. I think one of my streams was like 4 hours long, and I was like, I gotta work the next day, tired, sleepy. Yeah, I don't get that either. You shoot him with the Magnum, and he doesn't die. But that cutscene of him going down the stairs, that's me every morning when I wake up and I'm walking down the stairs. I'm just like, tired. Like to walk the dogs and everything. I feel like that zombie. I feel him. I feel his pain. Damn. Messed that up. Yeah. Can somebody remind me which other doors use the helmet key? I know this one uses it, and I think the other one with the deer head statue uses it. Correct me if I'm wrong. I could be wrong. I'm not ready for this spot yet. No. Nope. 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 We're gonna go to the other side of the mansion and get the jewel or gem, whatever, and we're gonna unlock the tiger statue. Little girl, give me a minute, okay? I hear her low-key crying over there. Boom! Oh, shit! No! Yeah, I know, rewinding. Yeah, I know. If I had the Magnum, it would be so much easier. But I don't. I don't. I got grenade launcher and shotgun. Oop. Oop. Gotcha. Boom. Blew his ass up. I had to make sure I had ammo. No, the room overlooking the heliport is in... is once I go through the floor after the snake fight. Ah! Asshole. God dang it, I'm in the yellow. Piss. Oh, you know what? I just realized I could have waited until I got the code for Barry. Well, no, even then, if I get that code from Barry, I gotta walk all the way around the freaking mansion anyway, so forget it. And boom goes the dynamite. Ooh, we got more Magnum rounds. I like this puzzle more in the original than I do in the remake. It's annoying in the remake. If you don't, if you mess up and you know, don't, I mean, the useful, there's freaking shotgun shells right there. God dang. If you don't time it properly and you end up locking the screen, you gotta go back and do it again. Is this a note? Do I gotta read it? Orders. I was thinking, just, I'm not reading this. I don't care. Don't care. Just give me the gem. Come on, give me the fucking jump. Which will you push it? Yes, I will. Boop. Looks like a Terminator eye. Try and take out the eyeball. Yeah, if you don't get it, you gotta do it again. You gotta leave the room, do it again, all that fun stuff. Right, you don't really have to leave the room. You just gotta make sure that you move so that the statue head moves around, or the eagle, or whatever. You know what I mean? I also think Moto, in the arrange mode of this, that if you go into that heliport room, that's where the birds crash through the window. I was trying to remember what I was trying to say there. I'm getting old, guys. My memory's like, no. Alright, let's get some herbs. Oh, first aid sprayed. And a herb. No, let's leave herb here. But acid rounds. And nah. Really? You don't have the remake button? You don't remake. You don't have the reload button? Remake. Fine. Flame rounds. I'll burn the hunters. How about that? Burn their asses. Oh, the pistol. The pistol in that mode is pretty powerful. And also double ammo. You get double ammo on that one too. See, it sounds like a dying cat. It's creepy. Creepy, creepy, creepy. couldn't remember if that was remake or this one where that hunter jumps out at you like that. It is this one. Ah, kill it! Alrighty. So, if we got any wrestling fans in the chat, did y'all see John Cena's final match is in December? A Saturday night's main event. Hello, Mr. Magnum PI. We're going to save you for later. You're going in the Tyrant fight. Alright, I guess we'll go fight stupid Snake again. Don't want to, but I have to. Jerk. Jerk Snake. Redo. There we go. Ah, you freaking piece of crap. Whatever. I missed. So what? No kidding, damage Sponge Snake. He's easier when you have a Magnum that's infinite ammo. Much easier. But I'm not playing in range mode, so I don't have it. I remember the first time I actually unlocked that arrange mode or unlocked the Magnum or whatever. It was like midnight. And I had school the next day. I need my stretch candy. Which is lifesaver mints. You know, one of the worst achievements or trophies to get was in Resident Evil 1 Remake. We had to do the knife-only run. And I'm like, how am I supposed to fight the Snake with a freaking knife? It's easy. It's doable. Sucks. If you play it on, like, very easy mode, you can pull it off. So I remember when I platinumed that game, I was like, oh, man, I'm never doing that again. I think the last mode I needed in order to get that platinum was to play on Invisible Enemy. And I always hated that mode. It was so irritating. You couldn't tell where some of the enemies were unless you saw their reflection or you saw their breath or their steps they were taking. That, oh my god, what's up with her face? It's like Sega Saturn Jill Valentine there. All right. Let's get this show on the road. Yeah, all I did was play on like very easy mode to be able to pull it off. Oh, that was easy. If I could kick him, I would. Stupid snake. Melting into a pile of dog poop.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
A hole.
Yes, but I can't see very well.
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
How about you go and check it by yourself?
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
You think so? Fade to black.
Hey, what's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
The way he says, now I've done it,
Barry?
always
Barry?
made me think, okay, Barry's up to something. He did that on purpose. I don't trust him. Somebody said Hopper from Stranger Things should play Barry in a Resident Evil movie. I agree. He'd be a good Hopper. I mean, a good Barry. He's a good Hopper, but he'd be a good Barry. Barry, sometime today. There you go. First time this happened, I never waited. I just left.
Hey! Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope!
His voice changes like he's recording in a different room. Like they messed up the line and they had to do it again. Like,
I'm sorry, Jill.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry. I was really careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
it was just off. Like, it sounds like early Simpsons episodes where they sound like they're in a like entirely different room when they're recording. Here lies Trevor Spencer, or George Trevor, something, something. Lisa's dad. Which he wanted, Shinji Mikami wanted to have this wanted to have all that in the original. And that's why he added it in the remake, I believe, is so that he could have the full, complete game that he wanted to do back in 1996. That's what I heard. Oh, listen, it's not butt fart music. I prefer this basement theme over the DualShock version. That's why I call this Resident Evil Director's Cut good version. And maybe many people get that confused. They think, oh, both Director's Cut versions have the bad music. Nope. This one, as far as I know, is the original soundtrack from the original game. Hey, guys. I'm gonna try that again. Hey, that's what I was trying to do before. 2 for 1. 2 for. I'll take it. Yeah, the limitations on the system, they just couldn't do it. And so people were like, oh, when are we getting Resident Evil 2 remake? And he was like, well, that game was already like fully what they wanted. He didn't even direct Resident Evil 2. That was, what's his face? Hideki Kamiya. The guy who gave us Devil May Cry. And Bayonetta, which I really don't like, so... Okay, so he takes 6 hits with a Magnum, but you shoot him with the shotgun, and it's... Whatever, piece of crap. Freaking zombie ass. Biting my leg. Jerk. He takes 6 hits with the Magnum, but you shoot him in the head with a shotgun, and it's game over. He's done. Make it make sense for me, game. Oh, that's Resident Evil remake I'm thinking of, where it's a zombie is in this area. I'm not picking that up yet. I gotta see what other items I need here first. Believe in here I have grenade launcher rounds, battery. Right? There's a lot of ammo and a lot of headaches. Oh crud. I think the only other thing I have to get here is the pop. The Doom book. Doom 1 book and Doom 2 book. Doom 3 book is the right book. Oh, jeez. See, if I came through the this melty zombie. Oh crap, he's still alive. Well, fine. I'll use the green herbs that are over here. The gerbs. Jerk ass. Jill's also the weaker of the two when it comes to health. I think later Resident Evil games, you could actually put more grenade launcher rounds into your grenade launcher. Oops. Hey, Mr. Zombie. Mr. Zombie Man. My dude. Zombie. Take that, jerk. I thought this thing was locked, but there you go. What do you got in here for me? Shit. Oh, in Resident Evil Deadly Silence, if y'all have ever played that one, if you played in Rebirth mode, which is the like the rearranged, like it's the rearranged mode, and you can basically get I grabbed the Magnum rounds by accident, and I need. You know what? No, I know exactly. I know exactly what I need to do here. Oh, in Deadly Silence, there's a mode called Rebirth, and there's a little. You use the stylus, and there's a little spot where there's a sword in that door, and you have to like pull the sword out, and the blood starts dripping. There's a zombie behind it. It was a cool mode. It's just kind of annoying at times because you have to like do certain mini games with the touchpad, and you have to actually give Richard mouth to mouth, basically just blow into the microphone. I always end up, he dies when I try it, so I'm like, yeah, I'm not even gonna try this again. just doesn't survive it every time I try and play it. All right. Just in case, I think there's a hunter in this other room here, this other hallway. Cool Veronica was the first to let you load your grenade launcher. Yeah, because I know the remake in Zero lets you do that too. I just wish all the weapons did that. You could just put all the ammo you want into your your shotgun, your handgun, your magnum. Then you'd have like a gajillion billion rounds of ammo in your gun. But no. No. They won't let you do that. Actually, don't need that yet. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to... I wish you could skip... Oh, there's another thing. In the Deadly Silence, you can actually skip the door animations. My dog's being very patient right now. Yes, you are. I know what she wants, but she's gonna have to wait a minute. I remember rebirth mode for the piano. Oh yeah, the yawn fight was kind of annoying in that too, but fun at the same time. You had to like time it when he attacked you. All right. We need to go back in here. We need to get the Doom book so that I can get on out of here and go to the back through the guardhouse, not through the guardhouse, but through the underground. Oh, and in Rebirth mode or in Deadly Silence, there's actually a Chimera in here. Wait a minute. I do need to push that thing. Don't get stuck, don't get stuck, don't get stuck, don't get stuck. Ah, piece of shit. I pushed it too far and it got stuck on the wall. Let's try that again. You know what? They should really release Deadly Silence on the Switch. And the Switch 2. That'd be great. I mean, they released Dementium, which is a game nobody's ever heard of, other than like a few people. That's a horror game I want to play for you guys, but it's very much a Nintendo DS game, so... Oh, it's the MO disc, not the Doom. But well, I need that anyways. I gotta save Chris. The Doom book's in the underground area. Okay. Gotcha. Well, we're going that way anyway, so it is what it is. All right. Forgot what I was gonna say. I know we're going to get back to the other save room. We're gonna save there and gear up for the journey to the underground. Journey to the center of the earth. I'm actually just gonna go upstairs and back downstairs for it. It seems quick. Also because there's hunters in that other hallway, so I'm not even gonna bother with that. They can stay there and I can go the way I want to go and not have to worry about them. Simple as that. Little girl, hold on. Give me a minute. Where are you? Give me a minute, okay? I'll take you in a little bit, okay? She wants to go OUT for a WALK. If I say the actual words, she'll freak out and knock my microphone over again. Sometimes I walk down the stairs like this too, just a one step at a time. You know how when they go up the stairs in this game, they skip like steps. I end up doing that too when I'm walking up the stairs. I'll skip like one or two steps just to get upstairs. And sometimes I'm too tired to walk up or down the stairs. I'm like, I'll get it later. And I need the ink ribbon. Alright, save my game. Okay, that is going to be it for today, guys. I know that it's Spooktober, but we're gonna keep playing through Resident Evil until we get through the basically until we get to Resident Evil 9. We're gonna play through all the games till we get to there. If there are any horror games in the just that you want me to play, let me know. You know, in the chat every now and then. Like I said, Claire recommended Eternal Darkness. I was actually looking at my PS5 games. I want to play Daymare in 1994, even though I haven't played 1998 Daymare. I may play through the 1998 first. I gotta see what order is better to play them in, because the second one, 1994, was actually like a little more polished and better than the first one that came out. So there's games like that. Alone in the Dark remake, Alone in the Dark New Nightmare is another one. I actually want to play through that too again. I know I played through it recently on the stream not too long ago, but we'll play through it again fully. Not that, I'm going to play it and then I get tired of it and stop playing it. I'm going to try not to do that anymore, guys. I'm going to try to stick with the games I say I'm going to play on stream. Like I said, Blood Omen 2 and Legacy of Kain Defiance are going to happen just sometime next year after all the Blood Omen, Legacy, Soul Reaver 1 and 2 have been uploaded. And I'm trying to do those back to back if I can. I think I did them all in 6 parts. So I want to try and do those back to back. So we'll see. Also got some Mortal Kombat games coming up soon. Yeah, thank you guys again for coming by. We will be back again. We'll be back again next Thursday. If there's ever a Thursday that I can't do, like I said, I'll probably just do a Friday stream. But we'll be back next Thursday. And that's about all I got for now. So you guys have a good one, and I will see y'all next time.